generally following the economy as a starting point helps. Tracking the news, especially the business news, tracking the Fed notes and meeting notes rather. Tracking interest rates. Interest rates definitely impact everything. They impact the cost of capital. So how much is your loan going to cost if you're taking out debt as the business owner? And then also for us, we include debt in our structuring as well. So there's some impact there. What else?
Yeah, I mean, if you're a business owner, you know your industry, you know what the drivers are for the industry, you know what the tailwinds are. So if you keep keep an eye on what are the tailwinds and how can they be impacted in the future, and also if you can get information these days about everything, right? And you can see what private equity is looking these days, what industry are getting noticed, and if your industry is part of that, then you might be getting a higher multiple because of there's a lot of activity in a specific industry.
Regulation.
And yeah, regulations. If you are part of compliance, like compliance these days is in every single industry, I think. And following, you can find podcasts on every industry now. So if you follow a podcast, you'll pretty much be informed of what's happening within the industry you're part of.
I don't know how much is paid attention to this. I'm sure if owners are starting to think about an exit, they're probably going to take a deeper look, but would be tax law changes. So there's a state change coming up soon that could impact the amount of capital gains tax that is going to be applied or shielded against a transaction. That could be pretty significant. So keeping a pulse on upcoming tax changes that could impact the amount of proceeds that you would get out of a sale, and take that into consideration to time the exit to happen either before or after, whatever that law is. So from our side, we already have a legal partner, a tech diligence partner, and an accounting partner that we're going to work with on our side. And we certainly advise any ownership group that we're speaking with, or owners that we speak with, to also make sure they have the right resources around them. So I think how to select one, there's a few ways, a few lenses that I would look through. We've already talked about relationship and trust. That's the first one. Like, do you believe that they're capable of doing what they're doing? How can you vet that information? Ask for referrals, ask for previous clients. Maybe some of your competition, your friends or your frenemies have worked with people in the past. That's another source for referrals as well.
Yeah, I think that for an exit or for a transaction, the most important one is your attorney, and just make sure your attorney is an M&A attorney, and they have experience in doing deals, especially in your size, in the past. Because it's a different beast than a regular legal attorney.